welcome to Mickey Art. My name's Michelle Edhouse, and today I was like, what can I paint? And it's school holidays here in New Zealand, midwinter, and the kids are home, of course. And so I said, alright boys, pick me some colours. So what colours did I get? I got blue, red from one of them, and blue and black from the other one. Now I'm going with Payne's grey, not black, just because I can and I choose to. So what am I choosing with this? As you can see, I have my children's pottery wheel out, and to know how I set this up, there'll be a link in the description hopefully which shows you how to set it up, and also what it looks like. There'll be a link to it on Amazon so you know what I'm talking about with regards to a pottery wheel for kids. It's battery operated and it's got a little switch on the side. So let's have a play. What I'm looking to create with this is something that fits into this month's challenge. And this month's challenge is, on the Acrylic Pouring for Fun Facebook group at least, is internal negative space. So I'm recycling this little 8x8 canvas. Just gonna pop it on here, try and center it vaguely, sort of approximately. I think that's pretty good. And what I would like to do is just this is a bit weird, but what I'm going to do, first step, is put some silicone in my red. And the silicone that I use is actually dimethicone, which is a type of silicone, sort of vaguely. And it's in the condom aisle. But if you're not wanting to buy it from there, I do have a link to my Amazon shop in the description. And it's now back up on Amazon, so you can get it there and have it delivered and not have to face the lady at the checkout. Anyway, so what am I going to do with my colours? That is always fun. So I have this. Now this is a icing plunger, I think they're called. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put... I didn't ask you to talk to me, Bixby. Go away. Does anybody else get really annoyed with Siri or Bixby? They just seem to interrupt things right when you're not wanting them to. So I'm going to put my paints in here. And as you can see, it's only got a small hole. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to let that out before or after I start it spinning. Whichever way I'm going to do that, I need to hold it in this hand so that I can get to that if I choose to do it that way. But let's see what we get made up. So I'm going to cover the hole with my finger. And let's bring these paints in. I'm going to do the blue and the red together, layers of those, and then I'm going to just put the black on the top so it's the last thing out, hopefully. You know me, I have these wacky ideas and sometimes they turn out great and other times you're like, what was she thinking? But that's alright. Let's find out which way that goes this time. So just gonna put some layers, not being too careful to layer them properly. I'm happy for them to combine. They're gonna get combined anyway, push through the what's it fandangle. And we've only got silicone in the red, remember. And that's all I'm putting in. It's blue and red. And blue and red. And I think that's all I can actually fit in there. I may have to make a puddle on there before we start. And let's pop our Payne's Grey on the top. Now I have a feeling I've got too much paint in here. So just gonna screw this on. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. Gotta be careful with these, because if you push down on the plunger at all, sometimes it squirts back up above it and then it really ruins it. So as I said, I think I'm going to put some, that's not enough paint for this, I don't think. So I'm going to put a puddle of blue down to start us off. Now, do I start it spinning first or do I not? Ah, what do we know? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on slow speed. It's got 2 speeds. And just push gently down. Came back up and pushed down again. And I seem to have lost all my black. Slowly working its way out. Starting to drip off the edges. Now, normally I do it on fast speed and it goes poof, and it's gone, and I'm just gonna smear some of the stuff that's come off over the dry bits, and hopefully then it'll let a little bit more flare. Now, from memory, this fluoro blue that I've used is actually quite transparent when it dries, so it'll be interesting to see what actually happens when this does dry, because we've got the red, we've got the transparent blue, and there is a bit of Payne's Grey through here. Now before I set it spinning again, I'm just gonna use the torch on it and just bring up any silicone cells. And then we'll hit go again. Because there are some cells showing up. It's really dark in there, sorry, but there's a lot of silicone in here. So why not bring it up and let that spread out? Alright, let's hit go again. Nearly. Oh, so close. This little patch here needs a bit more, and that little patch there needed a bit more. Everything else got covered. Yay! And there's some really cool cells. So let's give it one more little torching. Oh, here we go. That's thinned the middle out enough for some more silicone to come up through there, which hadn't come up before. Now it's already looking quite dark. That's okay. I'm happy with that. The red dries quite bright, and the blue, well, as I say, we'll see what the blue does when it dries. Okay. It's just, oh no, don't change the colour. See, look. Now, I like it, and it's missing something. Je ne sais quoi, you might say. And somebody out there is going, no, don't, Michelle. We haven't got our negative space in the middle. Remember how I said that's the target? Have negative space. Right, ready, set, go. I didn't touch it. Yep, I'm actually really good with that. That's good. All right. And let me get you down and show you what it looks like. Okay, I took the box away to give us a bit more light. Now you can really see the blue. And the cool thing about this having gone that way is we've got quite a bit of Payne's grey over on this side. And it was a bit unbalanced. It was a tiny little fraction of a bit over there, but now it's kind of a bit more balanced. Somebody's going, you call that balanced? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I love about this stuff is we all have our own points of view. And we can all choose and perceive and have and be whatever we like. That is one of the things I love. Now let's see if I can get this to actually focus for us. Got some really funky, almost scale-like cells happening in there. There's some interesting behaviour happening in here. It's almost a breaking up of the paint. Not sure what's going on in there. And you know what? It was fun. Oh, it's got eyes. Did you notice that? It's got two little bluey greeny eyes. cool is that? Sorry about the reflection. Maybe you could call it an oil spill. How does it get better than that? Alright, well, let's see how it dries. I am very, very excited to see what colours this does when it's dry. So let's check that out in 3, 2, 1. Well, that dried a bit darker than I had imagined. It is there. It exists. But it's very, very, very dark. And we do have the internal... This really is a good challenge this month, isn't it? The internal negative space. There we go. It actually, to me, looks like a bit of a manta ray, to be honest. So how does it get any better than that? Do you see the manta ray? You know that big black blob? That's my stingray. In amongst the coral of the waters. Here we go. We've got a bit more light on it. But it's yeah, very dark. How does it get better than that? Really? That's what I want to show you though, because it is quite dry, so I feel like I can do this, is just how the colours pop back up again when it's wet. So you've got dry there and wet there. So I'm wondering what would happen see, look. La, da, 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 da. What would happen if we were to have that you know, resined? Would it pop back up? Would that colour pop back up and stay back up? See, that's a lot brighter. Over there it's still dry, so yeah, there we go. That's fun. Tell you what, guys, there are videos that I do that, you know, if I actually was doing this to be the perfect tutor, to, you know, show you only what works, I wouldn't put them up, and this is probably one of them. But I have fun creating my paintings, and I'd love to inspire people to have fun creating and actually not judge what their results are as right or wrong, good or bad, but look at it and go, huh, how much fun did I have creating that? That was actually kind of fun. And adding more fun to your life and living, OMG, it's just such a gift to you, your body, and everyone around you. And so as it be a gift to everyone around you, it becomes a gift to the people around them and them and them, till it's a gift to the whole world. And you know what, if we're having more fun, if we're having more joy, we're having more laughter, it's a gift to the planet. It's a healing energy. So what can we all choose today that's more fun for us, adds more joy to our lives, and what else is possible? I am so super grateful for you all joining me and playing with me on these videos. They're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't edit them because I want you to see the fun I have. And I would like that to be an invitation to you guys to have more fun. So, go forth and funify the world. And if you would like to join me when I go live so you can have fun with us live, jump on there, sign up on my newsletter. Literally all you get is when I'm going live. I don't spam you with all sorts of stuff. So to that's there. If you want to know, 24 hours ahead, as long as I remember to press send. Not like I did this time, you got like 4.5 hours notice. Sorry. What else is possible, guys? How much fun can we have? And I will see you in another video super soon. Bye bye.